Hi, welcome to our People Guide product demonstration for maintenance crews. In this demonstration, you will see how TextAI can identify recurring problems and help you eliminate repeating problems on the production line. This software will scan through your maintenance history and show you how you can increase your asset availability. Concretely, it shows you how to reduce unplanned stops, and if you have a stop, how to reduce the troubleshooting times. In total, this means you have more time available for improvement maintenance work and to improve the smoothness of the operation. This software or this AI uses your maintenance history, and concretely you use the text and the comments in your maintenance history. So for example, whenever the crew is called out because the machine has an issue, they will write a quick line, a quick comment saying, machine was down, the sensor, I had cleaned the sensor and the machine was running again. But these small notes are very helpful because they include all the documentation, all the information about the issues that we have in our production. Traditionally, with large scale, it has become very difficult to read through all these little notes and to identify repeating issues. This is exactly where our software comes in. It does this task or this job for you automatically. It runs through all your comments, checks what's in them, and tells you how to improve your operation. So typically, we take this data from CMS software and Excel sheets with work orders. But in some companies, it's also part of the shift book or asset log. Goes by different names, but we take basically the text and the comments. So I'm jumping now into the software and start sharing my screen. And what you see now is the analysis module. We start with the analysis. I have loads of production data. I've picked now the last 12 months. And I see as first like the machines. What machines do I have in this data set? There's German, English mixed. And I pick now the labeler as an example. The first thing I do is I say automatic screening. Automatic screening tells me, gives you an overview of all the problems in my maintenance and what is the potential for improvement. Software has scanned through all your text and says we have roughly 40–50% of improvement potential in this data set. So from 270 stops, we can go down to 145, which would be almost doubling the MTBF. Where does this come from? About 90 of these improvements are coming from preventive maintenance. So the software detected issues that can potentially be prevented with preventive maintenance. And the other half are root cause analysis hints. So we have found issues that are recurring and have enough information available so that you can potentially start a root cause analysis project and address it in this way. To get more details now, what are the concrete cleaning cases, the preventive maintenance cases, what are concrete RCA cases? I click on load charts. What I get is automatically generated Pareto charts of the issues on the line. And of the concrete issues, the text, and not just categories, not mechanical or electrical. These are concrete topics mentioned by the staff. And as you can see, the software will create groups that are, regardless of how the issue was phrased, the software understands it's probably the same issue, or at least a very similar one. We should look at it together. I get some preliminary metrics like how often it happened, what's the mean time between failures, and how much total downtime it has cost me. Now, you might have noticed that there are these little icons everywhere and these light bulbs. And whenever you have a light bulb here, the software tells you, hey, we have a tip for you. These are topics that are classic preventive maintenance topics. So instead of having a machine stop, non-planned stop, and where you need to clean a component, this software will tell you this action you potentially can move into preventive care. And instead of having a stop during production, you do this part of your plant maintenance and you have a smooth operation. For this example, this happens roughly every 9 days. Why not do that every week once? Whenever the week starts, we do this first before production starts, and then you have fewer stops in production. In total, the software understands and will point out 4 classes of preventive actions. One is cleaning application. Then the other one's with consumables. So, for example, filter change, refill oil, cooling agent. Then we have wear and tear, replacement of parts, how to schedule inspections, and also calibrations and alignment. So when frequent calibrations happen, is it something that can be done in a scheduled manner or not? We talked about root cause analysis. So these are recurring issues where we have some indication about the reason of it. And this is everywhere where we have a plus here. In our data set, we have relatively complete information, so that's why we have almost everywhere a plus. But let's say here we go to label, there's a plus here, saying, okay, there's more behind it. Give me the details. And I see now the actions that the team has taken to resolve this issue. Program loaded, the mounts reposition, program reloaded, changeover standard program loaded. So I know now that this is something. So I get now the feeling that configuration of the labeler is an issue. Let me do some little bit of grouping. I'm sorry, wrong way. So I see now, okay, program configuration is definitely the most frequent issue, but something with the mounts is off as well. So, and here a cable reattached. So I have different reasons that lead to the same symptoms, which is not all too surprising. It is very real. I don't get the actual root cause, but I get the hint where to look at. So if I want to do a 5 whys, I know where to start. Okay, let's do the program reloaded first. That will take care of a good chunk of the problems. Let's say, is this a teaching issue, a training issue? Is it not on a checklist when you do a changeover? Are they not doing it right? And so you can go, you can investigate this case and find out. Then the next same goes for the repositioned mounts, what happened with the mount, and so on. So we tell you, we can't give you the actual organizational root cause, but we can tell you where to look at. So it helps you a lot to cut down on the reason. So to repeat on the analysis screen, this is for maintenance response, people who respond for maintenance, continuous improvement, or TPM or production managers. You see automatically what are your major repeating issues, and hence repeating potentially systematic. I get hints by the software and tips which one of these are potentially preventable through preventive maintenance, and also what is the cycle, what is the better interval to do to apply. I can see potential root causes or causes of these issues, so I can do a RCA analysis on them and eliminate the actual root cause and reduce the frequency of issues. So all these things, all these analysis is about eliminating unplanned stop and moving these into planned stops instead of having surprise in production. This data is also shareable with the team, because it's very important for the team to show them how we make progress, and that the comments that they write is important. You can go to a dashboard, and you can, the charts that you've done before, you can save them and say, share with the team on a periodic basis. Okay, that's where we are. Our current loss leader is the labeler. This is the trend, how we improve. what are the topics that we're working on, etc. It's very important to show the team that their efforts and the comments they make have an impact on our values and actually benefits them. I mentioned that we can also, the software also helps you to reduce troubleshooting times. And as you've seen, the software has understood what kind of problems happen on the line and also what solutions were applied. And with that knowledge, we can make that knowledge available on the line. I go to team history and I select now, for example, the labeler as a machine. I send the production demonstration data. I pick my labeler again, and I see immediately the top 10 known issues that I have in the line. I can click on any of them. For example, here, and I see what the team did to resolve that. I see the history, so I can focus on the most frequent issues. Okay, most frequently was a cleaning issue. Overall, the history is all these different actions. I can access the original text to really see what happened, get the full context. But these keywords here already give me an indication where to look at. So it helps to cut down troubleshooting time by showing me, oh, okay, this is all the places I can look at. And to get the full history, I get the text of my colleagues. And therefore, I can reduce troubleshooting times massively. So in summary, we have seen how you can identify all the repeating issues in the analysis and get tips how to reduce them or information how to eliminate the root cause. We see in our data that 80% of all the problems in production are actually repeaters. And with this software, you can go after these repeats and address them systematically. We have also seen that once the knowledge is loaded, you can use it directly on the line to have quicker troubleshooting. Issues that are relatively rare, and let's say only like older than 4 months old, typically already have 30% long resolution time because employees just don't know anymore. They've forgotten how it's done, or the last time it's been so long ago. And with team history, they can trigger the memory and give tips how to do it quicker and reduce the downtime when it happens. Thanks a lot for your interest, and have a great day.